Let's be honest, in today's world, you can't scroll through social media without bumping into a fitness influencer. They're everywhere. Gleaming smiles, perfect teeth, bodies chiseled by the gods themselves. They make it look so easy, don't they? Wake up green smoothie, quick workout, and bam, instant abs. Meanwhile, you're on your second cup of coffee, contemplating whether that leftover pizza counts as breakfast. Oh, the irony. We're bombarded with fitness advice 24/7. Yet obesity rates are climbing faster than a squirrel up a tree. What gives? Are we all just lazy, lacking willpower? Or is there something more to this story? Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive deep into the world of fitness influencers and why their get-ripped quick schemes might not be all they're cracked up to be. It's time to separate the sweat from the... well, you get the idea. We're going to uncover the truth behind those perfect Instagram feeds and find out why, despite the fitness revolution happening on our screens, so many of us are still struggling to fit into our jeans. Get ready to ditch the guilt and embrace a healthier, more realistic approach to fitness. Trust me, it's going to be a wild ride. Here's a head scratcher. We're living in the golden age of fitness. Need a workout routine? Boom! Thousands of YouTube videos at your fingertips. Want dietary advice? Instagram influencers are practically throwing kale smoothies at your face. Virtually, of course. But here's the kicker. Despite this fitness frenzy, obesity rates are still climbing. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. So, what's going on? Are we all just ignoring the good advice and mainlining donuts? Not quite. The truth is, the relationship between fitness influencers and our health is more complicated than it seems. Sure, some people thrive on those high-intensity workouts and restrictive meal plans, but for many it's a recipe for burnout, disappointment, and a whole lot of self-loathing. The truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to fitness. What works for that ripped dude with the protein shake sponsorship might not work for you, and that's okay. Let's face it, those perfectly curated Instagram feeds can be seriously intimidating. You see these fitness models with their washboard abs and glowing skin, and it's easy to fall into the comparison trap. But here's the thing, what you see on social media is often a carefully constructed illusion. Filters, good lighting, and strategic posing can do wonders for your online persona. Not to mention, many influencers have access to personal chefs, trainers, and more free time than a retired hamster. It's easy to forget that behind those perfect squares are real people with their own struggles and insecurities. Their lives are not all sunshine, protein shakes, and gym selfies. They get bloated, have bad hair days, and probably sneak in a donut every now and then. Don't judge. The problem arises when we start comparing our real messy lives to these curated highlight reels. It's like comparing your first pancake, you know, the one that always comes out wonky, to a gourmet stack at a 5-star restaurant. It's simply not a fair comparison. Section 4. Lies your fitness guru told you and why you believed them. Ah, the fitness industry, a land of protein powders, magical detox teas, and promises of overnight transformations. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good information out there, but there's also a whole lot of BS being peddled as gospel. Let's debunk some common fitness myths, shall we? First up, no pain, no gain. Listen, feeling a little sore after a workout is normal, but if you're constantly in agony, you're doing something wrong. Pushing yourself too hard can lead to injuries, exhaustion, and a one-way ticket to the couch. Next myth. Carbs are the devil. Look, carbs are not the enemy. In fact, they're your body's primary source of energy. The key is to choose complex carbs like whole grains, fruits, and veggies over the refined, processed kind found in sugary drinks and pastries. And let's not forget the ever-popular lose-weight fast schemes. I'm talking about those crazy juice cleanses, fad diets, and pills that promise to melt away fat while you sleep. Here's the truth. Sustainable weight loss takes time, consistency, and a healthy dose of common sense. Section 5. Society says beach body, your brain says pizza, the struggle is real. Let's talk about societal pressure for a minute. We're bombarded with images of ideal bodies from every angle. Magazines, movies, even those darn shampoo commercials. It's enough to make anyone feel like they need to invest in a good push-up bra and a year-round gym membership. This pressure to conform to unrealistic beauty standards can be incredibly damaging. It can lead to body image issues, disordered eating, and a whole lot of self-loathing. Remember, what you see in the media is often airbrushed, photoshopped, and carefully curated to sell you something. So how do we combat this? It starts with changing the narrative. We need to stop glorifying unrealistic beauty standards and start celebrating body diversity. All bodies are good bodies. It's time to ditch the self-criticism and embrace the skin we're in. Section 6. Stop chasing shadows, find what works for you. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Is it time to delete your social media accounts, throw away your workout clothes, and embrace a life of blissful ignorance? Not quite. The key is to approach fitness with a healthy dose of skepticism and a whole lot of self-compassion. Don't buy into the hype, don't compare yourself to others, and don't be afraid to find what works best for you. Maybe it's yoga, maybe it's hiking, maybe it's dancing around your living room like nobody's watching. Because let's be real, they're probably not. The point is to find an activity you enjoy and that you can stick with long term. Remember, fitness is not a punishment for what you ate. It's a celebration of what your body can do. So ditch the guilt, embrace your inner badass, and get ready to live your healthiest, happiest life, one step at a time.